What's up, guys? This is Kavosky Irvin. Sorry, my voice is cracking. This is Kavosky Irvin, the host of the Humming Podcast. We're gonna restart that. Never mind. We're not gonna restart. We're gonna let the bloopers speak. I learned that one from Gary. I learned that from Gary, man. This is the host of the Humming Podcast. Thank you for tapping in. Hello, guys. This is your host Kavosky Irvin, coming in with some good, great, amazing energy. You know what it be. If you ain't got us on Spotify, you ain't got us on YouTube, if you don't got us on X, you don't got us on IG, you don't got us on none of these platforms, you missing out. You missing out because it's finna get good. The blessings is coming in, overflowing. You feel me? Hold on, let me get a bite of my apple. An apple a day keep the doctor away. Hey, let's sit that right there. We're gonna vibe out with that. We got the big boys in town. We got the big boys. You know, I did get this in 1980s. You know what I'm saying? You had to be there. But look, the thing is, what you're about to watch next is an example of where things will be going. You know how much I love books. If you go back and do your research on my page and on this Humming Podcast, you will see that not only do I love books, but I dissect books. I jump in and I get real active about it. I don't play or mess around when it comes to reading and education. I don't play and mess around when it comes to science, growth, expansion, networking, working together, building our communities. I don't mess around when it comes to these things. I want y'all to know how special these things are to me. And the way that I do that is by tapping into so many sources, so many resources, so many avenues for you guys to understand that what I got over here, I want you guys to also have through this experience in the Humming Pod that we are going to experience together. I still am working on the name of what we're going to call ourselves. We're going to be Humming Potters or Hummers. But I'm still working to figure this out. I really don't know yet what it'll be. But I know that I'm continuously working and I won't stop. I won't stop working because so many times when you feel discouraged, that is a sign to keep going. So many times when you feel it's time to give up, that's when it's time to climb harder. That's when it's time to go higher. That's when it's time to go higher. Don't give up on yourself. This hat right here, I didn't give up on this hat. And then I realized, you know, I paid a pretty penny for this hat now. You can only see this information. You can only see this if you got the platforms. But if you don't got the platforms, you can hear my voice. I paid a pretty penny for this. But then eventually I figured out, I understood why it was so expensive. Not because it was just a cool hat, but it actually glows in the dark. And that's pretty dope to me. You know what I'm saying? You put that on, it's going to glow in the dark. That whole thing. And I thought that was pretty dope. See, I didn't give up on the hat. I was thinking, man, why I pay so much for this? I need to sell it. And I saw that and I was like, I ain't seen that before. So you feel me? Vibes come in different cases. And so this right here was a vibe. I don't know where that rant came from. But look, don't give up on yourself. 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 I spent this morning growing. And what I'm doing right now is just sharing with you guys what's about to happen next. In the next part of this video is what you're going to get a small sample of where the future is going for the Humming Podcast. I need you guys to text in. I need you guys to tap in. I need you guys to maybe call in. If you're not afraid or you're not an introvert, you're more outgoing. Even if you are an introvert, I want to talk to you because, you know, I come from that. I come from understanding of, I don't want nobody to hear how special my insides are. My insides are so special and unique to me. I don't want nobody trying to expose me. I don't want nobody trying to tell me that I ain't. Watch this. Let's turn up. Let's turn up. Watch this. Let's turn up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Turn up with me. What's up, y'all? Let's go. Nobody can stop what's for you. If it's for you, nobody can stop it on this earth. Look, what I'm playing right now on the other side of this video is a small sample of a book that I'm reading. It's not the specific or exact book that I'm going to be showing for you guys, but I'm giving y'all a sample simply because ain't nothing wrong with a sample. Ain't nothing wrong with a taste. Ain't nothing wrong with somebody exploring the avenues that are out there. Check this. This book and this author is somebody that I mentioned before, Joshua Moehlings. I met his mom and dad, and they told me, check out our son. He got something going. He got his books in a row. He got his ducks in a row, whatever you want to call them, and he's making big moves. That's what we do on the Humming Podcast. That's what we do as Humming Potters. That's what we do as the Humming Podcast. Folks, that's what we do. We head hummers. We head hunting. We head coming. We coming. We hunting. You know what it is? At the end of the day, I do this for y'all. I didn't give up a long time ago because I knew it get greater later. It don't never just stop getting greater. At the end of the day, you gotta keep going or else you're gonna be like looking back regretting, man, I should have just did this. Man, I should have just kept on saying this. Man, I don't know what happened, but blah 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 blah. Nah, ain't no what happened or what I should have did, what was going on. You need to keep going. Keep doing it. Don't give up. I heard Rick Ross say one time, no matter what happened, just keep dropping music. Just keep dropping stuff. Don't let the people sleep. You know what I'm saying? Keep them awake. Keep them alive. That's what we all about. And if you feel like, man, I let the people go to sleep on me, man, I let the people stop thinking about me, man, I let the people forget that I was out here just applying pressure and pressing on the gas. I let the people forget. If that's how you feel, I'm in prayer for that. I'm in prayer for that. The Lord stepping for that. He's stepping about that. Because he ain't forget about you. He ain't forgot about you. I promise you. He have not forgot. It don't matter how somebody else feel about you. It don't matter what they saying about you. It don't matter about you, what you feel about you. Just keep stepping. Those things gonna change. The feelings gonna change. The emotion gonna change. The things that you feel on the outside that might be holding you back is gonna change. We gonna move on to the next segment. Shout out to you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for listening in. This your boy Kavosky Irvin. Stepping for real. Let's get it.
When he saw Packard, his face lit up. He struggled for a moment to right himself in the recliner. Hey, you giant son of a bitch. Hey, yourself. The sheriff had been a walking bull of a man. Only 5'9", but broad-shouldered and wide through the chest, shaped like a potato on toothpick legs. Before the chemo, he had thick, dark hair, gray just over the ears, that he kept swept back with pomade and a tangled pompadour. He was a foul-mouthed bullshit artist with men, a gentleman to the ladies, and a hard-ass on criminals. He and Marilyn taught Sunday school and marriage preparation classes at the Catholic Church. The people of Sandy Lake loved him. He could have run for sheriff and won, uncontested or not, until the sun burned out. Stan sat up in the recliner, a blanket over his legs. He looked more diminished every time Packard came by, a February snowman in March. His hair had come back, thin and white. His scalp had spots and odd scaly patches crusted with blood. Packard took a seat on the end of the sectional. A bass fishing show was on the flat-screen TV in front of them. You just missed that guy in the orange hat pull up a 7-pounder, Stan said. Where are they at? Hell, I don't know. I thought it was Minnesota. Could be anywhere. They watched TV for a couple of minutes. Then Stan pointed the remote at the TV, turned down the volume, and asked what was new. Packard told him about the budget review with the city council. They were underspent in overtime and fuel costs. Warmer temps forced the ice fishing festival to be canceled, which helped keep overtime down. We've been so fiscally responsible, I thought it was a good time to pitch the idea of hiring 2 new deputies. I assume they'll approve only one. You all right with that? Stan shrugged. You're the one who has to be all right with it, he said. Packard had been hired by Stan Shaw 18 months earlier as an investigator for the Sandy Lake County Sheriff's Department. But for the last 4 months, he'd been serving as acting sheriff, covering as many of Stan's duties as possible while the sheriff went through a second round of treatment for colon cancer. Shaw's decision to appoint Packard came as a surprise to the county board of directors. Off the record, Shaw had told them his deputy with the most seniority was 6 months from retirement and didn't want the job. The one with the second most seniority wasn't fit to plan the holiday party, let alone run the whole department. Shaw liked Packard for the job because he worked hard and came with no baggage. The sheriff, or the acting sheriff, had to be unpopular at times. Packard had no alliances, no grudges, no debts. He hardly knew anyone. Shaw told the board its options were Packard or no acting sheriff at all. The other investigator in the department, and Packard's closest ally at work, was Detective Jill Phelan. She was the one who told Packard about the other deputies, all of them male, claiming it wasn't fair the single guy who worked all the time got the acting sheriff job. They couldn't be expected to put in the same hours he did. "Congratulations," Phelan told them. "Now you know how every working mother feels." That shut him up. Marilyn came in with his coffee. Stan said, "Sweetheart, I just thought of another positive thing about colon cancer. This guy has to review the budget with the board, not me." Packard smiled, then tried to swallow it when Marilyn tisked and shook her head. "We heard you respond to the bear call this morning on the scanner," she said.
All right, guys. That was our sample. I know it was some powerful language in that reading, but that's our sample of what books are. Books have a certain prowess. Certain books have a certain prowess. Certain types of books have a certain prowess. That specific book that we were listening from was from Detective Mystery Thriller. And I just wanted you guys to get a taste of what's coming in the future. You know what kind of books I like to study. I like Black history. I like real history. I like nonfiction. I like fantasy. I like detective mystery. I like love stories and romance. And we're going to dive into all of those things and we will be listening. So do your best to protect Humming Podcast as we continue to open up more in these spaces. Thank you guys for listening. I'll talk to you later.